The seventh utterance. All of the western branches should listen to my voice. In the past, have you been faithful to me? Have you obeyed my excellent words of counsel? Do you have hopes that are realistic and not vague and uncertain? Man's loyalty, his love, his faith, there is none but what comes from me, none but what is bestowed by me. My people, when you listen to my words, do you understand my will? Do you see my heart? In the past, as you traveled the path of service, you met with ups and downs, advances and setbacks, and there were times when you were in danger of falling down and even of betraying me, but did you know that at every moment I was ever in the act of saving you? That at every moment I was ever uttering my voice to call and save you? How many times have you fallen into Satan's nets? How many times have you been entangled in the snares of men? And again, how often have you, failing to let go of yourselves, lapsed into endless contention with one another? How often have your bodies been in my house but your hearts were who knows where? Nevertheless, how many times have I reached out my saving hand to hold you up? How many times have I cast among you the grains of mercy? How many times have I been unable to bear seeing the pitiful state of your suffering? How many times, do you know? But today, you have, in my keeping, at last conquered all difficulties, and I rejoice along with you. This is the crystallization of my wisdom. Nevertheless, remember this well. Who among you has fallen down while you remained strong? Who among you has been strong without ever having moments of weakness? Among men, who has enjoyed any blessing that did not come from me? Who has experienced any misfortune that did not come from me? Could it be that all those who love me receive only benediction? Could it be that misfortunes befell Job because he failed to love but rather resisted me? Could it be that Paul managed to serve me with loyalty in my presence because he was truly able to love me? Though you may hold fast to my testimony, can there be anyone among you whose testimony is like pure gold, unadulterated with impurities? Is man capable of genuine loyalty? That your testimony brings me enjoyment does not conflict with your loyalty, because I have never demanded much from anyone. Going by the original intention of my plan, you would all be second-rate goods, unsatisfactory. Is this not an example of what I told you about casting grains of mercy? Is not what you see my salvation? You should all cast your minds back, since returning to my house, is there anyone who, without considering his gain or loss, comes to know me in the way that Peter did? You have got the surface of the Bible down pat, but did you imbibe anything of its essence? Even so, you are still holding on to your capital, refusing to truly let go of yourselves. When I make an utterance, when I speak to you face to face, who among you has ever put down the closed scroll to receive the words of life that I have disclosed? You have no regard for my words, nor do you cherish them. Rather, you use my words like a machine gun to fire upon your enemies in order to maintain your own position. Not in the slightest degree do you try to accept my judgment to know me. Every one of you points a weapon at someone else. You are all unselfish, all taking thought for others in every situation. Isn't this precisely what you were doing yesterday and today? Your loyalty has gone up by a few points. You are all a bit more seasoned, a bit more mature, and because of this, your fear of me has increased somewhat, and no one dares to act lightly. Why do you exist in a state of perpetual passivity? Why is it that the positive aspects are always nowhere to be found in you? Oh, my people, the past is long gone. You must not cling to it any longer. Having stood your ground yesterday, today you should give me your sincere loyalty, and even more you should bear a good testimony for me tomorrow, and you will inherit my benediction in the future. This is what you should understand. Though I am not present before you, my Spirit will surely confer grace on you. I hope that you will treasure my benediction and be able, relying on this, to know yourselves. Do not take this to be your capital, rather, you should fill what is lacking in you from within my words, and from this derive your positive elements. This is the message I bequeath to you.